All right, so let's start talking about the eXp revenue share tree and how it actually works. Now, the first thing that you want to understand here is that sponsorship is the most important thing. A sponsorship means that an agent, when they come to eXp, when they go on that eXp app, names you as the sponsor. This creates what's called frontline agents. So there are 7 tiers to the eXp revenue share tree. And anyone in your tier 1 is what is called frontline for you. Now we have graphics that we can present to you on this, but picture this, anyone who names you a sponsor is in your front line. If that agent sells 2 deals within 6 months, they become a frontline qualifying agent, otherwise known in the organization as an FLQA. If they are an FLQA and you have them name you again as sponsor, if you have 5 of them, it unlocks each following tier, meaning if you have 5 front qualifying agents, it unlocks tier 2. If you have 10 frontline qualifying agents, it locks tier 3, and so on, all the way down to 40 agents plus, unlocks tier 7. In this regards, it's very important, like I said, to focus on those who name you as sponsor and are actually qualifying agents. The difference between a frontline agent and a frontline qualifying agent is those 2 deals every 6 months. Without that, they just become frontline agents and do not allow you to unlock further tiers in your revenue share tree. Your first line in your revenue share tree earns you, regardless of the amount of frontline qualifying agents, $2,800 per year if the agent actually caps. Now that is prorated as well, so if an agent sells, let's say, 3 houses, you're gonna still get that revenue share off of that agent, but it's just gonna get broken down. It's not gonna be the 2,800, it's on a percentage basis. Well, what percentage basis is this? It's at 3.5% of the gross commission of that transaction on the eXp side, up to the limit of $2,800 as a total. In other words said, 3.5% of the total commission on eXp side up to a limit of $2,800 is what you earn from every frontline qualifying agent. Now every tier from that going down all the way to the 7th tier has what's called expansion share associated with it. Now the other type of share associated is called exponential share. Let me give you an example. Expansion share is significantly smaller than exponential share. Expansion share for tier 2 is 0.2% of the commission, whereas exponential share is 3.8% of the transaction. So what's really important here is that if an agent signs on and names you as a sponsor, and you have, let's say, 3 people have then named you sponsor, you have not yet unlocked tier 2. If you do have someone who joins underneath one of those 3 agents that have named you sponsor, and they are a qualifying agent, it doesn't matter how much they produce. If you've not unlocked tier 2 yet, you're only going to get 0.2% of that total transaction, up to a final limit of $3,200, which would take you a long time in order to get up there. The reality is that if you want to really increase the amount of revenue share that you're getting, you need those frontline qualifying agents to unlock the tier, and then you're not only getting the expansion share, you're also getting the exponential share, which gets added on. So in essence, tier 2 goes from being a 0.2% earn on the commission all the way to 4% earn on the commission. Tier 3 goes from 0.1% of the commission all the way to 2.5%. Tier 4, 0.1% to 1.5%. Tier 5, 0.1% to 1%. And here's where it starts to get really good. Tier 6, 0.5% all the way to 2.5%. And Tier 7, 0.5% all the way to 5% of the transaction, for a total in each one of these categories all the way up to $4,000 in Tier 7 per year per agent. Now this can happen in the compounding way, where you can start to see these revenue share trees really start to build, and the checks go from thousands every month to tens of thousands, if not more, every single month into your paycheck.